Oh my God, it's huge. Welcome back. So I'm brainstorming for project 2 from Mark Rober's engineering class, and it's supposed to be an electrical build that involves art in some way, and we can interpret the term for art very broadly. So I've come up with 3 categories where I've been brainstorming. The first would be toys, the second is art, and the third would be YouTube. And as you look through into the coffee table, you can see the drawbot drawing onto cut up, put some LEDs in and an accelerometer, and then depending on, I'd like to replace these LEDs with addressable LEDs, and then there's my YouTube backdrop, and I'll just put a little window of it here, and you can see that some of the squares are lit up with LEDs, but it would be cool if... Then the last idea I had was an automatic whiteboard. And it would be a drawbot, a vector-based drawbot for drawing lines, diagrams, and lettering on the whiteboard, which I thought would be kind of cool, both useful and cool. It's a little bit like what Mark's doing because he's doing an XY robot with a pen, but everything's derivative, and I have all the parts for it, and I think it'd be really useful and a lot of fun. And the scale is pretty large because this is 1.2 meters by 2 meters, I think. So it'd be a pretty big drawbot. Be a lot of fun. All right, so I slept on it, and I really want the whiteboard pen plotter. So I'm going to do my best to get that done in the time allotted. I just don't feel like doing an LED project right now, and I really think a big whiteboard pen plotter is going to be a lot of fun. So I've gone through brainstorming requirements, and I've ranked them into essential and non-essential. There's 2 ways that I can easily think of to make a drawbot, a pen plotter. One of them is called this polar drawbot. So the pen sits in the middle, and then you have 2 motors. And depending on how short this wire is compared to this one, gets you your coordinates on the paper. The problem is it's very slow, and I don't know how to get it out of the way for when I'm shooting. But slow is one of the major reasons I'm not going for that. So I'm going for an XY table, and we'll go outside, and I've got the basics set up, and we'll take a look. All right, so here's the approximate layout for the whiteboard pen plotter. I went out today and picked up the long linear rails, which was an interesting trip home, because I only have a motorcycle, but we made it. So the basic operation, we've got the motor and the pulley, and the belt drives this big one, so that gives us a gear reduction, which increases our torque. And then this bar gets connected with a shaft collar, and so that drives both sides with one motor. Now, let's see if we can get to the middle. Now, the middle is very similar. This is the return pulley. The motor is actually over there on the other side. And the only thing connecting them is a linear rail. It's plenty strong, and I've got 1 wide block on it. All right. So, to move the pen up and down, I have a little servo. Over here, I've got some miscellaneous wiring for some limit switches, and that's it. Well, thanks for watching. I'm really excited to see what you guys build, and I hope you'll come along with me as I build this whiteboard pen plotter. See you next time. Bye-bye.